Hello everybody, it's Final Rich here. Doing an outside edition of Vinyl Finds. I have, I don't know how many, 7 or 8. I haven't done a Vinyl Finds video in about 3-4 weeks. Dixieland Farms recently did a video, and it was about how the VC is about the people, not necessarily the records. And I agreed with him 100%. I've thought about doing a similar video, but I wouldn't have worded it quite as delicately as he did. And I'm glad he made that video. That said though, the first 4 records here, they're all new records. And they're records that I bought based on VC members. This first one here, I showed in my last video. It's Goat Head Soup, and it's by Simon Joyner and David Nance. 2 guys from Omaha, Nebraska. And it was the dark stuff that showed this, piqued my interest. There will be airplanes in this video, since LAX is one of the busier airports, and the planes fly over this side of our house and this side. But yeah, pretty crude illustration, and there's no indication of what the name of the album is, except right on the spine it says. So I guess there is. The labels are plain. Side 1 has the 1 lip, and side 2 has the 2 lips. And it does come with this letter from a lawyer, Kappa, well, whatever. And it's basically telling them to stop making and distributing this album on the behalf of the Rolling Stones. It's pretty funny. At the bottom it says, "I wish you the best of luck with your careers." So you know it's a joke. The Rolling Stones aren't that cool. Anyways, it's pretty crude. And my mama's home. I'm making a video. It's okay. You want to come and join me? The next one, oh, I was going to say, it's kind of crude, but I really dig it. It's not as crude as that one album, Exile on Main Street, that I can't remember the name of the band. Anyways, the next one here is Funkadelic, a live album, live at Meadowbrook, Rochester, Michigan, September 12th, 1971. And I believe it was a 6-inch Pianist showed this album. Double album, really cool. Parliament in the early 70s, Funkadelic, early 70s, when they were top of their game. Really good sound quality on this. Double album. Funkadelic, really cool album, I dig it. Now these next 2, Richard Riley showed some of these recently. I picked up 2 of them. This is Drunken Barrelhouse Blues by Eden and John's East River String Band. Check out Richard Riley's video. He did a really good video on R. Crumb, who obviously did this album cover. The albums are in these really nice sleeves. This one is on colored vinyl. Really cool. Sunburst, pink and purple and blues. But yeah, really cool stuff. I haven't listened to these 2 yet. And the other one I got is Chimp in the Blues. And this one actually is with Jerry Zoltan and Art Crumb. And again, really cool inner sleeve, and this one's on black vinyl. Oh no, it's not. I thought it was. It's, like I said, I just got these today. This is on a really weird, it's a greenish with some red. If anybody knows, green and red are contrasting, what are they, colors? Mix them together and you get brown, and it's kind of what you get in parts of this. And they also sent these really cool, this is another one of the albums on this label, Be Kind to a Man When He's Down. And they sent one for this. I think I might frame these, put it in the corner where I put my new shelving. Yeah, pretty cool. Now I got a few used albums that I'm going to show, but let me reset my camera. I got the Crying Shames here. Synthesis. This is either their third or fourth album. I forget. When I got it, I did look it up. I don't remember. I like this album a lot. It doesn't get really good reviews. It's not in the same vein as their first few albums that were more successful. This is kind of like their Sgt. Pepper. No, I'm just kidding. They do. I think they are a little more adventurous on this, and I like it. I think it's a really good album. And I'm assuming this is the original sleeve. And it's on Columbia 2i. Excellent shape. Really cool. This next one is a reissue, came out in the 80s, I believe 82. This label, Eva Records, out of France. They released a lot of garage, and not only garage, but I believe in 82 I believe they released a bunch of stuff. And this is Mouse and the Traps. They had the song of Public Execution is on those Nuggets albums, one of the early Nuggets albums. This is a good album. It's it seems like these guys, they kind of tried different styles, trying to, you know, get that hit, and it's a little inconsistent, but it's a cool album. Yeah, and it's on the Eva label. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, you'll be able to see it on the label. Really cool label. They did some really good reissues in the 80s. Speaking of 80s reissues, this is an 80s reissue. Howlin' Wolf. Excellent album, man. I have one Howlin' Wolf album, and I believe it's early recordings. It has an orange cover, and I thought it was okay. But I listened to some of his this album, and the one where there's a wolf on the cover, like an illustration. Really, I really dig these chess labels, these 80 reissue ones. And this is a great album. I dig this dude a lot, and I will be picking up a few more of his albums. And 80s reissue ones are fine with me. They're really cool. And the last one here is another reissue. Another 80s reissue of the Music Machine's first album, featuring Talk Talk. Turn On the Music Machine, is that the full album? Yeah, that's the name of the album. A reissue's fine for me with this album, because the originals go for quite a bit, and I don't really think it's that great of an album, to be quite honest. The first song, Talk Talk, is fantastic. Also is on the Nuggets. Then you got Trouble, another cool song, and then you have them doing a Neil Diamond song, Cherry Cherry, and then they do a Beatles Taxman. It's like, I don't know, man. And then some other drum, pretty cool, and Masculine Intuition is it ends on a good note. Side 2, The People and Me, is another good original song, and then they do CC Rider. It's like, come on, really? Wrong. And then 96 Tears by the Mysterians they do. Come on, I mean, it's just unnecessary. There's too many covers on this album. And then Come On Me, another original. And then it ends with Hey Joe, and I'm thinking, oh boy, another version of Hey Joe. But actually, they do a good version of Hey Joe, a really original take on the song, and of all the covers, that may be one of the better ones. But I'm glad to have it. I mean, it's a classic album in garage rock, and it's on Big Beat Records. I believe that is also, it's either a UK or a French. I don't know, it might be a UK. I know a lot of the Cramps records I have are on Big Beat Records. But anyways, that's my latest finds. Take care. I do have a series I'm going to be doing. I had thought about doing this over a year ago, and then I got a comment on my last video, and oh, it just sealed the deal. I'm definitely going to do it. And that'll probably be my next video. Take care, guys and gals.